What's up YouTubers, welcome to a new vlog, and today I'm just scouting a location very close to me. It's a woodland. It's a location that I've never shot before but been and walked around, and I thought today we'd just talk a little bit about workshops and the workshop that took place last weekend. So I'm going to have a little walk around and we'll do some walking and talking. I'll show you some little video clips of the workshop and our clients, and yeah, there's a couple images that I took. I'll show one at the end, and yeah, you never know, we might find a comp in these woods as well. So yeah, come along, we'll have a look around these woods, and I'll talk a little bit about last week's workshop. Now this shot is all about that fern in the foreground. It's an interesting shot. It's a different shot. What I've done is I've framed the shot between two trees with the fern in the middle, sort of on the bottom left-hand third, but the trees sort of frame the image, if you know what I mean. I'm at around 16 mil. It's now starting to rain, which is really bringing a bit of a punch to these greens and giving some sheen. So I've got a polarizer just so I can control that sheen depending on how much I want. F9, sorry, around 8 seconds. It's a really nice shot. Really nice shot. Right, what am I doing? I've moved back slightly from my composition just to give the shot a bit more breathing room. I can pinch in a little bit and get to the sharper end of my zoom range on this 11 to 16 Takina. So I'm at around 14 mil, and I'm using these two trees to frame my image, and I've got a lovely, really symmetrical fern down in the bottom left-hand third. And it's just, with this real heavy torrential rain, it's just put a nice sheen on everything. The only trouble is, like I said, I've got a little bit of light. The light is fading fast. Hence the reason why my shutter speeds are so high. So I'm not entirely sure I'm going to get this fern nice and sharp. But like I said, this is a scouting exercise. I think this is a shot that would work maybe a little bit a week or two later, because we were looking autumnal, but not as autumnal as I would like. And as always with a bit of woodland, this would look insane with some mist around it. Just to sort of simplify my my distance, the hill sort of falls away, so you're getting softness as it falls away. But with a bit of mist, it would create that create that separation, create that depth, and just soften and tidy up the image. But yeah, it's a nice shot. It's a really nice shot. So yeah, the workshop went really well. We met up with Jan, Adam and Michael at the bottom of Great Staple Tor. There's a little car park on Pork Hill, and you just walk up to Haytor. We've got some incredible mist. We lined everyone up overlooking this sort of must like a telegraph, like a beacon with lights on it, and with the mist it looked absolutely insane. So we started off there. We just grabbed the shot while the mist was still hanging around, because you never know with mist whether you're going to get, well, how long it's going to stay for. So yeah, we that was a good start to the workshop, considering it rained all the way as well. Me and Chris were thinking, oh god, here we go, we end up in the pub. And but no, it worked out really well. So yeah, we trekked up to the top of Great Staple Tor, and grabbed the mist from up on the higher vantage point, and there was lovely long sort of vistas that we encourage people to use the longer lens, take advantage of the long lens. There's some horses which some of the chaps took pictures of, and that really tells the story. And that's another thing we said to the guys, is trying to create that story in your image, which some people struggle with, and they don't quite understand what you mean. But sometimes you go to the top of Dartmoor, you take a picture of the Dartmoor ponies. It had been peeing down with rain, so it was all soaking wet, and that just helps tell the story. So yeah, that's something that we try and teach people when we take people out, is try and capture a story in your image, or at least try and capture the atmosphere at that time the picture was taken. So anyway, the light is fading fast, but I think I've grabbed a shot. I do think I grabbed a shot. So as you can see, just over my right, your left, you can see this tree in the background, and there's another one on the left there. And that, like I said, that really does frame the shot. It helps with the composition, just sort of tie the composition in just nicely. But like I've already said, this shot is I'm gonna get a shot anyway. I've taken a shot, but it's not in the ideal conditions. Although we've got some nice saturated greens, especially with this heavy rain we've had. The light's just not there, and I'm not getting a fast enough shutter speed to freeze these ferns, especially my main dominant fern, which is the lovely fern in the middle. Unless I crank my ISO right up high, and I'm going to get horrible grainy shots if I do that. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. But yeah, one to come back to. So on these workshops, we try and be a bit more laid back. Me and Chris decided to, and we have done in the past, when we hosted our last workshop, is let people breathe into the surroundings, the location, let them choose compositions, just because it gives us an idea of what their standard are, and it gives us an idea of the sort of shots that they're looking at. In that way, then people can choose their compositions with a little bit of pushing from me and Chris. And then if they need help or advice, then that's when we can go in and start giving advice. So after people took their own shots somewhat, and me and Chris sort of flitted between, we then decided to take our own shots and talk everyone through why we're taking this shot. Chris straight away went for the big foreground with his wide angle lens, and he went off and took everyone to try and to talk them through his shot, why he chose the shot he did, and the settings, and like depth of field and f-stop, and all the normal things that go behind taking a nice a successful landscape picture. I went off and thought, right, Chris is going to go short and big and wide with foreground. I'm going to get the long lens out and do a nice panoramic sweep of the Tamar, Plymouth, which is the image I'll show you in a minute. And then obviously once Chris was finished, everyone come and I talked them through exactly what I was doing. And I really think if that approach sort of helped them understand my thought process and Chris's thought process. Sometimes when you've let someone set their own shot up and then talk them through how I would have done it, or how they should have done it, sometimes it's nice to sit back and just watch. So you haven't got your own stuff to worry about, and yeah, they seem to like the idea, and I think it went down quite well. Yeah, so after we finished up on Great Staple Tor, we went down into Tavy and had breakfast, just got a bit of feedback, and yeah, it went down really well. I'm really happy with the workshop. Me and Chris got on really well, and we complement each other quite nicely, I think. And we're going to be doing lots more workshops in the future. So if you are interested, head over to Chris's site and my site in the future, early next year. we're going to be doing more workshops, and I think, like I said, there's one more place left for December down at Rame Head. But yeah, that's the workshop out the way. Right, this shop, this is like I said, this is a local wood to me. It's a little scouting trip, so please don't judge the image. I think I might need to do a bit of post work in Lightroom and Photoshop, because the conditions are very dark, very dull, very flat. Although we have had that rain, which has helped with the a little bit of glistening, which is always nice with a woodland shot. It's something that you look for, and I have controlled that with the polarizer. But the conditions are not very good. It's very windy, and I didn't want to crank my ISO up major to try and freeze this fern, so I might have a little bit of softness in and around, and obviously mist. But yeah, scouting locations are very important to your workflow as a photographer. Finding new locations, you have to go and scout them. You can't. Very rarely have ever been to a new location and nailed a shot without any sort of planning. So these little trips are very important, especially when you're doing YouTube vlogs. Like I said, there's no way I can go to a new location, shoot a video, take a nice image, put it all together for a vlog that's going to be seamless from front to back. So yeah, scouting is very important. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I've got to go home and have a tea. Maybe have a beer. It is Friday after all. Thanks so much for watching. Sorry if it has been a little bit disjointed, but I wanted to give you a little insight to how me and Chris are running our workshops, and hopefully I have achieved that. So yeah, I'm Photoninja. This is a woodland near Bude. Thanks so much for watching. Comment down below, and I'll see you next week, where I am at Rame Head, funny enough, with Chris, scouting that location for our workshop, and we've got some absolute crackers. So yeah, please check out next week for that video, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.